Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Your Bet Predict, the channel that gives you guys the best correct score prediction, betting strategy and betting prediction. So in today's video content, I have an awesome content I'm going to put you guys through, and the content is how to win over 1.5. Before I do that, I would like to show you a particular strategy that is currently 100% working. It's not a strategy, there are two. That is over 0.5 and handicap. Actually, the handicap is what I'm using as my over 0.5. Even though in betting, most times sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But the current betting strategy that, at least if you happens to be someone that has been losing so much for a very long time, your reason for losing it will come to a final stage of stop. So I'm going to show you, before going through over 1.5 betting strategy, before I put you guys through the process, the steps of over 1.5, I will show you how over 0.5 is working and how handicap is really working. So sometimes this particular strategy of over 0.5, they usually give a very small odd, and both over 0.5 and handicap, they usually give a very small odd, but at least they usually give you accuracy, the accurate results that you want. At least they are 99% sure that your game will come out well. So these games that I'm showing you guys, they are rollover games. And currently I'm running a program, a rollover service of over 1.5 odd, and that is daily or depending on how games are available. So everything is rollover, as you can see. So if you want that and if you check the odd very well, most of the odds are 1.50 odd, and that is how I've been using the over 0.5 and handicap strategy. So what I just want to make, the point I want to make out of this, what I'm showing you guys, is that if you are interested in knowing how to predict handicap strategy for rollover, or you want to learn how to make use of over 0.5, because sometimes 0.02 can spoil the game, over 0.5 too can cut your game. But if you want to accurately know how to predict over 0.5 and you want to accurately know how to predict handicap, you can kindly slide into my DM through the WhatsApp number that I'm going to drop in the video description, and I have the terms and conditions for joining our WhatsApp rollover group. Or if you want to learn this particular strategy, because this strategy of handicap and over 0.5 is a VIP strategy that you need to meet some requirements before I can teach you guys. So if you want to learn it, just contact the WhatsApp number in the video description, and I'm going to put you guys through the process. So without wasting much of our time on this, so I have to take you guys through the process of predicting over 1.5. So I've actually done a video about the over 1.5 strategy before, and at least it has a 95% accuracy. The 5% is when the unexpected happens. This is betting, anything happens. So one cannot keep on winning. Surely sometimes we always have a situation whereby what we are expecting may not actually turn out to be what we want. So for this particular games, I'm going to make use of our major leagues to put you guys through the process of how to predict over 1.5 goals. So now let's make use of most of our common leagues that we know. Let's make use of Bundesliga and Premier League. So actually making prediction with over 1.5 can help you get a very big odds. At least if you stake up to 15 or 10 games using everything as over 1.5, you can get up to 10 odd. So let's try that in this video content right now. So I have the match between Leverkusen versus Cologne in this. So what you just need to do when you want to predict a game, the first thing you need to do is click on the match you want to predict the over 1.5 goals, and after clicking that, you go to the statistics, and under the statistics, that's where you are going to see the form of the teams, the position they are, and their head to their previous meeting. So for predicting your over 1.5 and checking on this, if you don't want to stress yourself too much doing a deep and very critical analysis, what you just need to do is go to the head-to-head new. Actually, the bookmaker has already provided that, even though I don't really always make use of using the head-to-head new, but when you are in a hurry to make use of head-to-head, just check the head-to-head new. That is where it will give you the average percentage of how they've been scoring. Here we have their head-to-head team averages. That is where you are going to see the goal scored, which is 3.10, both teams to score 52% and over 1.5 82%. What you need to know is, before I used to recommend 80% both between the teams. As you can see here, you see that they wrote 82%, and beneath it you see the league, they wrote 83%. Both of these percentage shown by the bookmakers must give you 85 and 85. For their previous meeting it must be 85%, and for the league it must be 85%. So for this game, I'm going to skip this game and go for another one that has more percentage of over 1.5. Let's check the match between Mainz versus Schalke. So my advice for you guys, if you are watching this video currently, make sure you are not skipping the process. And after watching the video, I want to advise you guys that after watching the video, even if it is minimum money that you can avoid, make sure you are practicing the strategy. By practicing the strategy can make you to be a professional in predicting games, especially over 1.5 yourself, because it's a very easy strategy that takes you through the process of it takes you through a very simple process. So we have another one here, that is the match between Mainz and Schalke, and they also have 82% between them after they've been playing so far, and in the league 83%. Actually, this percentage is very good for over 1.5, but for proper assurance, I don't really want to always advise people to stake their bet on games that has 82% and 83% of over 1.5. So make sure you go for something higher, something that is more higher, maybe like 85% and 85, both between the teams and the leagues. So let's check the Augsburg versus Union Berlin, because you need to be, when predicting over 1.5, you need to go for the extra assurance before you can be well assured that okay, this particular game can fit to be predicted as over 1.5. Now let's check the match between Augsburg and Union Berlin, and let's check their percentage under the head-to-head new. If their previous meeting, if they are meeting their fixture, the match played between them in their previous game, if the percentage of their over 1.5 reach 85%, so this one is even worse, kind of a little bit worse. We are having 77%, and under the league, that means when they are playing with other teams, they had 83%. Let's check for another one. Actually, most of these games, if you can see, 80% for their previous meeting and 80% above for their league meeting. Actually, the game actually qualified to be predicted as over 1.5, but I don't always trust the 80% of teams that has average 80% of their previous meeting under the leagues and their previous meeting with each other. What you just need to do is let's keep on checking. Under the German league, the score goes very well. As we all know, the score goes very well. German league, Premier League, the score goes very well. So now let's check their percentage of these teams. So when predicting over 1.5, this can actually take your time, and it can be sometimes be annoying when you are trying to get what you want and you have not been able to get it on time. It can be frustrating, but you don't let that eat you up and affect you. So as I notice, what I've been saying here most times is 82% and 83%. Actually, surely these games, most of these games that we've been checking so far, they can produce over 1.5 goals. But my own main target is that the proper assurance, the ultimate assurance is what we need in predicting over 1.5. The ultimate possibility is what we need in predicting over 1.5. So I'm going to check the match between Freiburg and Leipzig. So I want you guys to be checking the games with me, like be checking the statistics as if you are the one also checking the stats to predict it. Don't forget the points I told you guys to be looking out for. In their previous meeting, they must have 85% and above. In their previous meeting with other teams, they must also have 85% and above. So now let's check for the match of Freiburg and Leipzig. I think Freiburg and Leipzig also have the same thing, which is 82% and 80%. I don't know why everything is showing this. Everything is just showing this. So in order to avoid our game ending up in 1-0, so that's why we need to be assured of what we want to predict our game on. So I hope this is not a technical error by the bookmakers, because I'm so surprised to be seeing the same percentage for almost like 4 matches now. So now let's check for the Hertha Berlin versus VfB Stuttgart. I hope we get something good out of this. Perfect. Actually, this particular match has 87% assurance, and for the league they had 83% assurance. Actually, it doesn't really meet the requirements, but it is a kind of a game that is perfectly fit into prediction of over 1.5 years. It fits into the prediction of over 1.5. That is the match between Hertha Berlin and VfB Stuttgart. But if you are currently actually looking for the accurate assurance, we need both their previous meeting to be 85% and above, and their league meeting to be 85% and above. So I would like to check the match between Werder Bremen versus Bayern Munich. Surely we should be having even up to 90% for this start, because Bayern, if not because of recently that Bayern have not been performing so well, they should be scoring more than even 2 goals. So what you just need to do is check the head-to-head new. Wow, this also fits into it, but their previous meeting with other leagues, as you can see, it is 83%. That is the common one we've been having so far, and their previous meeting assurance of playing over 1.5 is 93%. Actually, this also fits into predicting over 1.5 goals, but for proper assurance and safety purpose, that's why I usually recommend both the league performance should be around 85% and the previous meeting performance. So now, without wasting much of our time, let's quickly check on England Premier League, and let's see how we can have an over 1.5 average performance under the. Let's check Brighton versus Manchester United. I remember the last match they played, where while they are playing for the cup, they played 0-0, and I'm sure if some people play them as over 1.5, their game would have lost. Even over 0.5 didn't work on them. But that's why I don't really like predicting on cup. Anything like a cup match or cup, anything related to cup that is not the league, the main league, I don't usually predict my games on it. So as you can see, 76, 75, very ridiculous. Just keep it and go away. So let's quickly go for Manchester City. Let's check on Manchester City. Manchester City, they've been winning so games, like even the home team can play over 1.5 by themselves. The home team, which is Manchester City, they can play over 1.5 in this game by themselves. But let's check what we are currently looking for in this particular game, which is their statistics and their average over 1.5 possible outcome. So it is very worst, and I know the reason why it is very worst. Seeing their average head-to-head as 80%. You don't forget I told you that before. I used to recommend 80% percentage of possible outcome, and checking on the league they had 75%. Actually, for this particular team, if I want to digress or divert you guys' attention, the home team will surely win this particular match by over 1.5 goals. Surely the away team may not be able to score any goals. The match can end up in 2-0, it can end up 3-0, and it can end up in even 1-0. But that is not the main purpose of what we are currently for on this video content. So now we need to check more and look for a team that can give us over 1.5 goals, and I think I will have to go for teams, games, leagues that commonly give over 1.5. So if you want to quickly get your over 1.5, let's quickly check on. Though the Sportbet won't recommend, the odd for you. Sportbet will not recommend an odd of over 1.5 for you, but surely you can get it. You can get the percentage we are looking for. So under the Germany Amateur League, that's the league I used to predict. I make use of those leagues for predicting over 2.5 goals. But if you want to quickly get your over 1.5 goals prediction, you can make use of German Amateur Leagues. But after making use of German Amateur Leagues, what you just need to do is look for the bookmakers that can provide the booking option of over 1.5 goals, because they don't always provide the opportunity of predicting over 1.5 goals. So this statistics is not a very perfect statistics to be predicted. Let's check on that game. So let's make use of this. Even though the bookmaker will not provide the odd for the over 1.5, but I want to show you the reason why the bookmakers always block. The bookmaker will block some option for you because they know it will come out. So they don't want you guys to win, yes, because they want to make their own profit. So they will block the odd option and you won't be able to stake on the possible outcome. Now let's check the head-to-head new. This is perfect. Don't forget I told you guys that predicting the over 1.5 when we have the both their previous meeting and their league percentage as 85% and above. And in this particular game we have 94% in their previous meeting, and we have 90% in their with other teams, that is the league. And this is a perfect game to be predicted as over 1.5. But what will happen? The bookmakers will not provide the booking option. They rather give you over 3.5, and that is very bad, because they knew that this game can end up in over 2.5 goals, over 3.5 goals. But this particular game is very 100% perfect for predicting over 1.5 goals. So we have so many games like that under the German Amateur Leagues. That is the very best place to get over 1.5 goals. What you just need to do is check the statistics. After checking the statistics, you check the head-to-head new, and after checking the head-to-head new, you check if the percentage of the over 1.5 has reached 85% and above, both in their previous meeting and under the leagues. Then you can go for 1.5 goals. But the bookmakers will not really allow you to be able to predict games that they are 100% sure that over 1.5 goals will happen there. So now let's check this also. We have 94% and 90%. So this game too is perfectly for over 1.5 goals. But what will happen? The bookmakers will not provide the odd. You see, the bookmakers will not provide the odd for you. The bookmaker will not provide the odds. So that's what the bookmakers always do. So I'm showing you guys that German Amateur League, the score goes very well. The score goes very well. If you can check the statistics and the stats meet the requirement, and if the bookmaker make the option available, then you can go for it. But Sportbet will not make it available because they don't want to lose their own money too. They are not ready to be losing to the bettors. Let's check the head-to-head new for this. So after checking the head-to-head new for this, I hope I'm able to make the point for, you see, we have another perfect prediction for this again. The prediction of the over 1.5 goals. So in their previous meeting they had 96%, and in their previous meeting with other leagues they had 19%. This is under perfect games to be predicted. So without too much of our time, this is how the team works. So but the problem we can only be having is the bookmakers to provide the over 1.5 goals. That is the only problem we can be having in predicting our over 1.5 goals. So if you have any question concerning this particular strategy, kindly contact the WhatsApp number under the video description or comment under the box. But if you are highly interested in joining the WhatsApp rollover group, if you are interested in joining the WhatsApp rollover group, the rollover is currently going on right now, and so if you are interested in joining it, you can just contact the WhatsApp number under the video description. In the rollover group, I only make use of over 0.5 and handicap, and I hope I'm able to show you guys that this handicap and over 0.5 is really working. So if you want to learn this strategy and if you want to start making use of it as your own means of generating profit in betting, because in betting what requires is when you're winning is more than you're lost. So that's how it works. So I make use of handicap, as you can see, everything handicap, and I make use of over 0.5 too. So thanks for watching. These are their best predicts. Don't forget to like our videos, subscribe if you are new to our channel.